horsepower with N-Grin Boost Engaged. It's love at first charge with the most electric EV lineup from Hyundai. Don't delay. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today and test drive your favorite Hyundai model. Find out more information at HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. Proud partner of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Hey, Bucco fans, join us for a family fun day at the ballpark, Sunday, August 9th, when the Pirates take on the New York Mets at 1:35. Arrive early to enjoy the Family Fun Zone on Federal Street, presented by C&M Play Studio. Then head into the ballpark where all kids 14 and under take home a Pirates puzzle that's fun for the whole family, presented by Clean Express Auto Wash. Be sure to stay after the game for Kids Run the Bases, presented by Chicken of the Sea. Get your tickets at Pirates.com.
Pirates Baseball has been brought to you by AHN, official medical provider of the Pirates, caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. NSS Life, for low-cost life insurance and high-yielding annuities. It's NSS Life, where family matters. Sheets, the official convenience store of the Pirates. Why the Sheets not? Get a snack after the game. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. SeatGeek. Be good at MLB. The Pirates have fought tonight 4-2. Same score as last night. The Brewers have taken 2 out of 3 in the series. The Pirates slipped to 2 games under 500 for the first time since the end of the day, March 30th, when they were 1-3. And now they have moved into a third-place tie with the Cardinals in the NL Central and fall 4 back of Arizona for that final wild card berth. They would have to climb over 3 teams to get into the playoffs as it stands right now through 116 games this season. We'll check the rest of the scores throughout baseball when we return. A 4-2 Brewers win tonight. Back after this on the Pirates Radio Network.
Get fired up, Bucks fans. Every time the Pirates steal this season, Valvoline Instant Oil Changes Steal a Base, Steal a Deal is officially in play. Every stolen base means you score a steal of your own. $25 off your next premium oil change. So let's cheer on Bucco base stealing this season to save on a winning oil change. Hey, it's just Valvoline Instant Oil Change's way of reminding you it's good to steal if you're a Pirate. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. The Bob and Joe Show, weekdays 10 to 2.
I was wondering what you thought of this. I was on hold with customer service, and then they were like, to go back to the main menu, press the star key. And then it dawned on me, what a cool segment.
The star key.
Cool segment idea for no star key. Press the star key.
You like that?
So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Thank you.
I like that.
That's a great idea. We're going to go to that next
push
week.
The star key.
That's beautiful.
Yes, push him in a direction.
Off the ledge. Back him into a corner.
Bob and Joe Show, weekdays 10 to 2 on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
PNC Bank prefers long-term thinking just like Pittsburgh Pirates fans prefer long ball thinking. In fact, the longer the better.
The 3-1 is swung on, hit deep to right field, and that ball is gone!
With a Pittsburgh Pirates PNC Bank Visa debit card, your money goes further.
And it's actually still going!
Earning you discounts on certain tickets and team merch.
Gosh, John, now it's over the river and headed for the Parkway.
Learn more at pnc.com/Pirates Card. PNC Bank National Association, member FDIC. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association and used under license.
Don't miss the Pirates' first pitch when you reserve parking in advance with Park Mobile. Fans can now reserve parking before games to guarantee a spot at PNC Park. Book your spot at pncpark.parkmobile.io. You can filter parking lots by specific needs like covered parking, handicap, and oversized vehicles. So the next time you cheer on the Pirates at home, reserve a parking spot in advance for a winning game day experience. Park Mobile, a smarter way to park.
Back with you on the postgame show. It was a 4-2 Brewers win here tonight. And let's take a look at the out-of-town scores. Those are presented by AHN, official medical provider of the Pirates, caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. And here a 4-2 Brewers win tonight around baseball. In the 11th inning in Philadelphia, the Nationals with a 6-4 lead over the Phillies. Cardinals have a 3-0 lead at the Yankees. That's in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers and Mariners are scoreless, top of the 4th in Seattle. Padres and Diamondbacks scoreless in the 3rd inning in Phoenix. Blue Jays win 5-4 at the Astros today. The Cubs with a 7-6 home win over the Dodgers. The Rangers shut out the Giants 6-0 at Texas. A 4-0 Rays win at Coors. And the Orioles a 5-2 winner over the Angels today. The Reds 3, A's 2, the final in Cincinnati. The Mets win at the Guardians 6-5. Red Sox over the White Sox 4-0. Sonny Gray is 14-2. The Braves win 4-1 over the Marlins, and the Royals beat the Twins 2-1. And the final here today, 4-2 Milwaukee. And we'll take you back through the game with the highlights up next here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City at IC Light.
At AHN, we see you juggling 100 things at once. That's why we made it easier to book with the doctors you need. With AHN online scheduling, you can book with your primary care provider or get time with a specialist. Visit ahn.org/schedule, answer a couple of simple questions, and search for providers, locations, and times that work best for you. Easy online scheduling. Because at AHN, we see you.
That sound, that's home. When you're watching the Bucks, you don't reach for just any beer. This is Pittsburgh. We show up for our team, and we stand by our own. If you want to hit a home run in your town, drink local. Iron City Beer, brewed here since 1861. A true fan favorite. We're cracking IC Light. Clean, crisp, and built for game day in the new Stargell Stars can. So next time you're in the stands, ask yourself, are you drinking for some other city, or are you drinking for your town? It's your town, it's your team, it's your Iron City and IC Light. Iron City Beer and IC Light. Proudly Pittsburgh.
Milwaukee wins tonight 4-2, and food insecurity, that's something that nobody should experience. And that's why Edgar Snyder and Associates is donating $50 to the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank for every double play turned by the Pirates this season. They've turned 91. That's a pledge of $4,550, courtesy of Edgar Snyder and Associates. Let's take you back through the game now, and it was Paul Skeens starting for the Pirates, and he would match Kyle Harrison through the first 3 innings. And then the game would diverge in the 4th inning. Harrison went on a stretch where he struck out 8 consecutive Pirates batters, and then had to leave the game beginning in the 6th inning because of cramping in his calves, and the Pirates rejoiced. Meanwhile, in the bottom of the 4th inning, Skeens, who had retired 10 in a row after sending down the leadoff man Churio on strikes in that 4th inning, would walk 2 in a row and then allow a run-scoring double to Christian Yelich, followed by a 2-run single by Andrew Vaughn, and Milwaukee led 3-0. They would add a run off reliever Lake Bacher. Home run by William Contreras in the 6th inning gave Milwaukee a 4-0 lead. But the Pirates with a little electricity in the 7th when D.L. Hall faced Endy Rodriguez. The pitch, swinging a deep drive out to left. Endy Rodriguez back to the warning track and gone. Home run for Endy Rodriguez. A 2-run homer here in the 7th, and he'll cut the deficit in half. 4-2 Milwaukee here from American Family Field. Yeah, and that would be the last Pirates base runner, though, as the rest of the Brewers bullpen, Senzatella, Uribe, and McGill pitched perfect ball. Harrison struck out 10 over his 5 scoreless innings, continuing his mound wizardry over the Pirates. And Paul Skeens giving up 3 runs on 4 walks in 5 innings. And Skeens in his last 15 starts has a 5.20 ERA, and the Pirates are 3-12 when Skeens starts since mid-May. Hard to figure, but that's how it goes tonight. A 4-2 Milwaukee win. Pirates dropped to 2 under 500 for the first time since they were 1-3. Let's pause 10 seconds for a station break here on the Pirates Radio Network.
HD1 Pittsburgh, an Odyssey Sports Station.
Brewers win it 4-2 tonight, and we'll tell you about tomorrow's game and give you all the final numbers right after this here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Game day doesn't just happen. You plan for it. You fuel up before first pitch with fresh donuts. You stay ready through the middle innings with Schnuggets. And when it's over, win or lose, you wrap it up with a delicious, decadent milkshake. After all, big emotions call for big sips. Because no matter the outcome of the game, a Sheetz run is always a home run. Why the Sheetz not stop by the official convenience store of the Pittsburgh Pirates?
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan, the PM team.
All sorts on his face. Oh, the
Donnie,
scowl.
make a scowl face for us. Let me hear what. Let me
Scowl
see
at me.
Let me see that scowl.
Donnie,
there.
here, just imagine you thought you'd be the starting quarterback. The other guy played when you felt you were healthy. He won the game, and now the reporters have just looked at you in the locker room. That looks more like a constipated frown.
What, you have a good scowl? That's your regular face, Halsey.
The PM team at 2 p.m. live and local.
Bucco fans, don't miss a perfect summer night at the ballpark on Friday, August 7th when the Pirates take on the New York Mets at 6:40. Get to the ballpark early to enjoy a pregame Miller Lite happy hour from the time gates open until first pitch. Plus, be sure to stick around after the game for a post-game Zambelli fireworks show presented by Ford. It's the Mets and the Pirates Friday, August 7th at PNC Park. Get your tickets at pirates.com/fireworks.
It's coming right at us. I got it.
You don't got it.
Yeah, but I almost had it.
You didn't almost have it.
You might not be good at catching foul balls, but with SeatGeek's Deal Score, you can get the best deals on the best seats.
Okay, this one's all me.
SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Be good at MLB seats with SeatGeek.
Back with you for a final wrap here from American Family Field in Milwaukee, where the Brewers win the same score as last night, a 4-2 final for Milwaukee. 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors and 5 left. The Brewers are a Major League best 71-43. For the Pirates, 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on. And the Pirates are now 57-59. The winner is Kyle Harrison, coming off the IL today. He's now 9-2. The loss to Paul Skeens, he's 9-10. And the save to Trevor McGill, his 20th. Time of the game, 2 hours, 37 minutes. A Wednesday night crowd of 33,528 here in Milwaukee. Pirates can still earn a split with a victory tomorrow afternoon. It'll be Braxton Ashcraft, the 11-game winner, going for the Pirates. And new Brewer, Dustin May, makes his team debut tomorrow. He is 5-7. We'll come on the air at 1:45. It's a 2:10 first pitch here from Milwaukee. Thanks again to our producer-engineer, Ryan Elliott, here in the booth. And to Mike Kravitz back at our Network Control Center. Thanks to him as always. And for my partner, Kevin Young, my name is Joe Block, repeating the final score here tonight. It was the Brewers 4 and the Pirates 2. So long and good night from Milwaukee. This has been a presentation of the Pirates Radio Network presented by Iron City at IC Light.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. The Bob and Joe Show, weekdays 10 to 2.
I had a cologne that I am very proud of. I think it smells good, and everybody says I smell like pancake. It's not a pancake.
He does. He smells like syrup. Did you sniff him on the way by?
Yeah, I sniffed him. I have never been sniffed this much before in my life.
Can you release
I like it.
It's called House of Pancake. He does smell like syrup. It was like a dog walking in. Everybody was sniffing him. It was unbelievable.
I miss those days.
The Bob and Joe Show, weekdays 10 to 2 on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Join the Pirates for Youth Baseball and Softball Days at PNC Park, presented by Sheetz, as we celebrate the exceptional talents of young players from across Western PA. Embrace the community spirit by donning your team jersey and taking part in the festivities at the game. Be among the first 1,000 players to sign up, and you can participate in a pregame warning track salute. To see all of the 2026 Youth Baseball and Softball Days, visit pirates.com/youthbaseball or pirates.com/youthsoftball. And he's there. He'll make the catch. The ball game is over. This is going to do it. This game is over. Should be the ball game.
You've been listening to Pirates Baseball on the Pirates Radio Network. Today's game on the Pirates Radio Network has been brought to you by Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Caring for you through every win, loss, and every moment in between. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Sheetz, the official convenience store of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Why the Sheetz not? Get a snack after the game. Pittsburgh Brewing Company. Pittsburgh Brewing, makers of Iron City and Icy Light. Ford, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Pirates. NSS Life, for low-cost insurance and high-yielding annuities, it's NSS Life, where family matters. SeatGeek, be good at MLB seats with SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Highmark Health. Highmark is proud to support Pirates everywhere, from home base to home away from home, because life. Highmark, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And by PNC. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. You've been listening to Pirates Baseball on the Pirates Radio Network.
This broadcast was presented by Bet365, where winning is everything. Download the Bet365 app and lock in your picks before the game begins. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in select states only.
The ball game is over, and this game is over, and the ball game is over.
Now, it's It's time for your reaction on the Pirates Fan Reaction Show. The Og Murphy and Prikoski Fan Reaction Show is presented by Van Handel Cleaning and Restoration and is brought to you by Bellman Electric, Sir Grout's, Hampton Beer Outlet, Guardian Protection, NJM Insurance, Keystone Custom Apparel, Veteran Basement Waterproofing, Zero Res Commercial Cleaning, and Og Murphy and Prikoski Law Firm. We're all in.
And this will do it, and the ball game is over.
The Fan Reaction Show is on. Sports Radio 93.7, The Fan.
And a 1-2. Swinging the ball cued into right, base hit. Contreras is in. Yelich streaks around third. Throw will come through, and he's in. It's a 2-run single for Andrew Vaughn. 3-0 Milwaukee in the fourth inning.
Well, they would add another. The Pirates would get a 2-run home run, but not enough. Paul Skeens, the command just not there. The final line, pedestrian. 5 innings, 3 runs allowed, but the walks started with a 4-pitch walk as he labored through the first inning, throwing over 20 pitches, and then a 34-pitch fourth inning. Yeah, his undoing there. A couple of big walks come around to hurt him and the Pirates as, for the first time since March, Buccos are 2 games under 500. They sit now at 56 and 58. 116 games played in the 2026 season. Og Murphy and Prikoski postgame show presented by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. Don Kelly's postgame remarks right around the corner. Your phone calls, I'm sure there'll be plenty of them. But nothing in the way of solving the problem that is Paul Skeens and the concerns that the Pirates have when he is on the mound. They have now lost 15 of his 24 starts this year. That is really something. And if you would have told me that coming into the year, that would be the case with the reigning Cy Young Award winner, I wouldn't have believed you, and that is understating it. All right, let's get to it. Back to Great American Ballpark, Miller Park, the ballpark that feels like a shopping mall at times. American Family Field, home of the Brewers. Kevin Young is there. KY. Too many walks. Paul Skeens still just doesn't seem to be able to command his pitches as he once did.
Yeah, I mean, that is the issue more than anything. The command, the pitch count goes up, finding the middle of the plate at times. I mean, those are all the things that have been consistent with the starts that he struggled in. And so you have to find a way to address that. And because of that, the Pirates find themselves, again, falling even further back in that wild card spot. And so it's just not what you're accustomed to seeing. Obviously, we've been saying that almost like Groundhog Day, each of Paul Skeens starts. And so, you want to see some changes being made. I'm sure, the pitching staff, they're trying to go about it and trying to figure out. Bill Murphy was brought in here for things like this to make things better in that situation. And right now, they just yet to figure out how to unlock what's going on. And so the Pirates are going to have to find a way, though, if they want to fight themselves back into this race here in the month of August.
Back to savings at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get a free MicroGuard Select oil filter when you buy 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic Motor Oil. Limit supply.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. Get the latest on Pittsburgh sports from anywhere with the Odyssey app. Listen to shows and Pirate games live. Check out our exclusive interviews and content anytime. Download the Odyssey app now and never miss a minute. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Yeah, KY, sorry about the connection issue there on my end. And you mentioned, everything about Paul as far as offensively, is Merlin Valdez, as we talked about yesterday, the magic just doesn't seem to be there. The lineup is just not nearly as long and deep. The Ryan O'Hearn injury is really starting to manifest here, and it just seems as if this offense no longer has the punch that it once did.
I mean, it's blatantly obvious in that aspect, and you'd expect that. I mean, anytime you can take O'Neal Cruz out of your lineup, who was having a tremendous year, you got to argue an all-star caliber year, and then obviously, O'Hearn has been out of the lineup, Horwitz has been out of the lineup for a time, Connor Griffin, obviously, Andy Rodriguez. I mean, you name it. These guys have been out of the lineup for significant amounts of time, and so it does, wears on you at some point offensively. You can only ask Jake Mangum, and Esmeralyn Valdez to really cover that load for so long. Brian Reynolds, they're going to have times with Brian Reynolds posts every single day. And so you're going to get worn down when you're trying to carry that load. So it'll be nice to be able to get O'Neal Cruz back and some of those guys back. And that'll be a big difference to what's going on. And, I think that's probably the focal point more than anything. Is can you not only get them back, but get them back and playing at a caliber that's needed to protect some of these guys a little differently. But it has been a struggle. You saw the Brewers, what they're able to do with little. Again, only 7 hits for both teams combined in this game. But what did the Brewers, what were they able to do with those hits? They were big hits. They came with runners in scoring position. They advanced the runner, in a situation where you can get him in. They'll find ways to beat you that way. And the last thing I'll say about it is, as we start getting into, middle of August, September, all these ball clubs are fighting for the same thing. So you are definitely going to get those matchups are going to look a little differently. They're going to get those bullpens at you a little differently. For us, it's been left-handers. So a lot of these teams that are fighting for those spots are going to get hit with those left-handed bullpen arms to try to neutralize the bats that we do have that really excel. So it's going to be a tough stretch, no doubt, when you don't have your frontline guys out there on a regular basis. And the Pirates have, done a really good job just hovering around 500 when you've had all these downfalls. But like I said, it's like anything else. It stresses you out enough to wear you down at some point. You're going to have a little lull, and that's what you're experiencing right now.
Yeah, and you just hope that you leave yourself enough runway here to be able to bounce back and go on that stretch that we really, KY, 116 games into the season, we haven't seen yet. This team has not caught fire, So is that ever going to come? I think that's a fair question to ask at this juncture.
That is a fair question, and it does make you wonder. If you think about when do you think you can put together the best team out on the field when you have all your starters, position players back out on the field at the same time, and it's nowhere within the next 4 weeks, So, and that's the reality you have to live in, and that's the reality of Donnie Kelly. The rest of his staff has to work through. How can we find a way over the next 4 weeks to continue to be relevant? I think a big part of it is what Ben Cherington and this regime has done during the trade deadline, because you definitely strengthen a weakness. But the problem is, now you can shut down guys from 7, 8, 9. But if you're not scoring 1 through 9, it makes a big difference. And so now you have that to tend to. And so it's just been one of those years where you just can't ever feel like you can get things running on all cylinders. But the next 4 weeks are super critical. The rest of the month of August, see if you can stay relevant as you step into September and get closer to getting some of these guys back in full strength.
And what does that look like to you? Is it, do you have to be the second team out because there's 2 of them ahead of them already, San Diego and Miami, St. Louis now 4 games back along with Pittsburgh. Is it 5 games back at September 1st? Is it 6 games back? Is it 3 games back August 15th? Where is that cutoff, that line of demarcation here? Because I would imagine with the runway that they have and their current position, they are dangerously close to that line if they haven't stepped over it already.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing, Dan, is the thing about baseball, the game will let us know. I mean, it is not something that you can predict. Like I said, we watched, the Red Sox early in the year, the type of year that they were having, and they went out and rolled off a month going 21-4 or whatever it was. It was ridiculous, I mean, baseball happens. It does. You can't explain it. But at the end of the day, what needs to be done for you to stay relevant in this race. and it all starts with your starting pitching. So you can get that going, and like I said, the offense may start catching fire again. The guys like Brian Reynolds and Brandon Lau be able to start doing some things. You get Merlin back in the swing of things, and then you implement O'Neal Cruz back into this lineup. Some good things can happen on the offensive side.
Heck, Cincinnati is just a half game behind at this point. They've won 3 games in a row. So, Pirates they're a half game out of last place. So the time was yesterday, and hopefully that urgency is being felt. It looks like the organization, Kevin, is trying to do what they can, whether it's, catch Endy Rodriguez tonight, good move. They release Ozuna today. Good move. They try to bring up Simon, who's hitting .330. Is it lightning in a bottle there? They're throwing everything up against the wall. I mean, maybe it's just a matter of, at this moment, they've taken on too much water. They're undermanned. Injuries have just overcome them. I don't know. It's only August 5th, but you feel the walls caving in at this point, don't you?
No, and that's fair. I mean, I think it's fair to think that these guys are definitely one of those guys that you think that can make it happen, but it's going to be a challenge to get it in. It is baseball. These guys can find a way to turn it around, but they're going to do it within that clubhouse and 26 guys in there.
We will see. Kevin, appreciate you, man, and tomorrow it is. We'll catch you then.
It sounds good, Dan. Thanks.
All right, there he goes, Kevin Young. Braxton Ashcraft against Dustin May, who makes his Brewers debut tomorrow. But, Paul Skeens, again, when they were looking for him to, step up, be the ace, unfortunately, the once an asset has kind of turned into a liability, as the Pirates have lost 15 of his 24 starts this year. And, again, the Pirates are a half game out of last place. We said what we said on Friday, and, I mean, what's the point in regurgitating all of that? Because I'd rather this be its own new, unique show, but they're 2 games under 500 for the first time since March. And you've got St. Louis right there. You're tied with them. And the Reds are a half game behind you. You could see the Pirates, I don't want to say panicking, but, the urgency absolutely there to get Simon on this club. I mean, which is a crazy thing to say, as if it's going to do anything. But he was hitting .330, and they're just throwing their hands in the air, and they said, well, the heck with it. Try it. They get rid of Ozuna, attempting addition by subtraction. But, again, as we said on Friday, for any of this to work, Skeens needs to Skeens, and he doesn't. Hasn't. Isn't. Do stay with us. A chance for you to state your case at 412-928-9370, and that's from Hampton Beer Outlet, Route 8 in Hampton. Drive a little, save a lot. I know it's August, but Hampton Beer Outlet is, perhaps unlike the Buccos at the moment, thinking October, with Oktoberfest beers, pumpkin beers already in stock. Hampton Beer Outlet, Route 8 in Hampton. Drive a little, save a lot. It's the Og Murphy and Perkowski postgame show as the Pirates fall to the Milwaukee Brewers 4-2, in jeopardy of a, what would it be, 2-6 road trip after a 2-6 road trip. Man alive. After a 2-4 homestand. Oh, jeez. It is getting that bad, isn't it? Kyle Harrison, by the way, has faced the Pirates 3 times in his career. He's faced 58 Buccos. He has struck out 29 of them. A 50% strikeout rate. Punched out 8 consecutive batters to end his outing of 5 scoreless innings. We're back in a moment on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Citizens is your live entertainment partner in Pittsburgh. Cardholders get access to pre-sale tickets and skip the line entry at 2 of Pittsburgh's hottest venues. Shouldn't you have the debit or credit card that offers exclusive perks? Elevate your concert-going experience at the brand new Citizens Live at the Wiley or the recently renovated Roxy Theater presented by Citizens. Learn more at citizensbanklive.com/Pittsburgh-music. Again, that's citizensbanklive.com/Pittsburgh-music. Member FDIC.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Hey, it's Brew. Between my radio show, filming content, editing videos, and trying to stay connected with family, reliable Wi-Fi isn't really optional anymore. I just need it to work. That's why I like that with Xfinity, you get the most reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi with the best equipment at one price for 5 years, guaranteed. No contracts or commitments. Plus, Xfinity makes getting connected simple with same-day Wi-Fi so you can get online in minutes. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Use of fiber or coaxial cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
If you dread dealing with your insurance company more than you dread build-it-yourself furniture, that came in 47 different pieces.
Why do I have 6 extra screws?
With extremely vague instructions.
What are these? Hieroglyphics?
Then you might have Insuranoia. And if you have Insuranoia, then you should get NJM. They go to great lengths to do what's best for their policyholders. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
After an accident, you need an injury attorney who fights for you. Ogg, Murphy, and Perkoski are ready to take on the insurance companies and win you the compensation you deserve. Call 412-391-FIRM. Ogg, Murphy, Perkoski, the firm. We're all in.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose. And millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
HD1 Pittsburgh. An Odyssey Sports Station. Live from the Jim Shorkey Mitsubishi.com studios. North Huntington and North Hills. Always live and free on the Odyssey app. Now back to more of the Ogg, Murphy, and Perkoski reaction show on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
5 for 13 lifetime. First and third with 1 out in the pitch. Swinging the ball roped into right, base hit. Brewers take the lead. Mitchell is in. Contreras takes third. It's a double for Yelich. And Milwaukee leads 1-0 in the fourth. Their first hit yields their first run.
And then, following that was an infield in, 2-run broken bat, softly served, opposite field single from Andrew Vaughn. They were both our plays of the game, brought to you by Sir Grout, your local stone tile, Grout Stone Restoration Specialists. Buccos fall 4-2 to the Milwaukee Brewers. They're 2 under 500 for the first time since March, when they were 1-3. Tied for the low water mark of the season. So here we are. 412-928-9370. Man. Looking for answers? None. Where are they going to come from? Don't know. Will they? At this point, it kind of feels doubtful. Any momentum, excitement from the trade deadline a couple of days ago and fortifying this bullpen, that kind of just seems lost, right? And maybe, again, it's just coming to roost. You think about it and you watch, the bottom of this lineup especially, the lack of protection now in it. I mean, you've got, 3 bona fides right in there, 4 bona fide hitters. I mean, Endy Rodriguez has been good, but, I mean, we're venturing into a bottom third of the order that we had most of last year. And, that's tough. It's going to be tough to sustain. Magician's magic seems to be over. You can only lean on Lau and Reynolds so much. Gonzalez, while he's been so steady, he works much better, his game in particular, when this thing is firing on all cylinders. He's not going to move the needle when he's the third best guy. He needs to be the 6th best guy in the lineup. And those singles are going to play because you have traffic on the base paths. 412-928-9370. Dan Zangrelli back with you after the Brewers grab their second straight win over the Pirates. They have a chance to take 3 of 4 tomorrow. Bucks can only settle for a split and hope for a 3-5 road trip. Let's hear from Don Kelly on Paul Skeens. 5 innings from the Pirate right-hander. Was spraying the ball around, 4 walks over that time. 6 strikeouts. His ERA is at 3.96. He allows 3 runs in a 34-pitch 4th inning. Here's the Bucco skipper.
Tony, what'd you make of Paul tonight? Actually, I thought he had some, it seemed like he had a little bit more on his fastball. Got some whiffs on it. And then in that 4th inning, he had some walks too. It seemed like the command wasn't as sharp as it usually is. Had a couple walks in that inning when they were able to push some runs across.
How tough is it to see those walks in different ways too? I mean, I think one was on 4 pitches, another he got ahead 0-2 and then kind of fell behind there. Just different ways where he was allowing the free passes. Yeah, different ways. I think leadoff walk of the game, and then in the 4th inning, just command wasn't where it typically is, and sometimes, especially the longer at bats, it seemed like his pitch count got elevated, and he was in mid-30s there when we got to the end of the 4th. Is it a bit of a worry to see his pitch count pretty high early in these games, like the past few games? Yeah, it always is. The 1st inning, I think he got up to low 22 maybe, but then, 2nd and 3rd seemed to go pretty smooth, kept it at under 50, and then that 4th inning is where it really got elevated.
Speaking very generally, of course, but does it look like he's not putting guys away as well as he has in previous years this year? It's interesting. I thought his stuff looked better today. Like, it seemed to be more life on it and had more whiffs today. As far as the swing and miss and the whiff, it seems to be in a relatively same place. And I feel like they're able to foul some of the pitches off, which gets them elevated in the pitch count too, and I think leads to not being able to put guys away.
Well, it's interesting today, the slider usage was way up compared to what he's done all year. What went into that decision, and why was that part of the game plan? Yeah,
I would defer to Endy and Paul and the pitching group on that. I know they're always looking for ways to attack differently. As far as how we see these guys so many times, and they're always looking for ways to see what's working and how they can change it. And I think sometimes last time we were here actually stands out when we went into the game and had one game plan, and then the splinker was working really well, and he ended up going to the splinker, and then today it was more breaking ball.
Donnie, was Harrison just that good, or was it an issue with you guys getting outside of an approach? What did you see?
Maybe he was good. I didn't think in saying this, his stuff was really, really good. I thought the first start coming back, maybe earlier in the season, he was really getting it up there. He got it up there today, maybe not as consistently as he did before. So maybe a little bit of both with the approach. We found a way to get guys on base, and Endy with a huge home run there late got us within 2, and we just couldn't find a way to get over the hump.
He's been, like you mentioned, pretty dominant in those 2 starts. What is the answer against him moving forward?
Man, he attacks the strike zone, and I looked up at one point. He was in the 70s first pitch strikes, and just something that we need to be ready for that fastball. And then he was throwing the breaking ball in early as well, which makes it tough. I think that we need to be more prepared early in the count to be aggressive when he puts it in there.
What do you make of Paul and Endy working together for the first time?
I thought they did a nice job. I thought Endy called a good game, and I thought for the first time in a while, looked like they were on the same page.
It seems like over the last 4 starts, the walks have been up for Paul. Have you seen any commonality there that have kind of led to maybe the lack in command?
No, I think that maybe losing the fastball arm side and up, just something that I know that he's going to be working on to get back in the zone.
Is it encouraging to see Endy get that first home run off the lefty?
Yeah, huge. He's been swinging the bat really well from the left side, and for him to get some ABs right-handed, I think he had a hit right-handed in Cincy, and then obviously the home run today, but he's been a big part of the offense.
What do you think of Lake's debut tonight?
Good. I thought he threw the ball well. The home run, found a way to get out of that jam, second and third with the punch out, and then keeping it there at 4, and then Sisk coming in first time in a while, did a nice job keeping it right there as well.
All right, Don Kelly. He said his piece now. Let's go to the phone lines. 412-928-9370. Starting in Bellevue, Preston, you're on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan after the Bucks fall to 2 games under 500 for the first time since March.
Yeah, hey, Dan. Thanks for taking my call. I'm going to try to be as quick as I can.
No, take your time. I'm serious.
I really think that the biggest question I have to the Pirates right now is there's just always more questions than there are answers. That just seems to be the biggest thing to me. We're in year 7 of this front office and this this development group and whatnot, and I'm really left wondering right now. It's year 7, it's August, and you're flirting with last place now. It's like you say, you're closer to the Reds than you are anybody in that wild card race for that third wild card. I honestly thought they were just going to sell at the deadline, Dan. I was not sell, but maybe just make a minor move or two. I was surprised with what they did, but let's face it, it's just too little too late. And I really think now, and the only reason I wanted to call in, and the reason I said I'd be short, is I just wanted to hear you talk about the fact that I think we really have to look at, we're staring down another under 500 finish. We're staring down, again, another potential last place finish. And next year would be year 8, and you had Travis Williams come out, in the offseason and say, well, period, full stop. We're going to, kind of, I felt like beating his chest a little bit, saying, we know what we're doing. We'll make the playoffs. It's boom or bust, basically. And you're seeing them go bust. So I'm really going to be interested. And really, I think the only question left now is they're not climbing back into this race. They're not doing anything. What's up with Paul Skeens would probably be my first big question. And then the second big question would be when we get to the end of the year and we're under 500, is Nutting going to just use the injuries as an excuse to keep, this front office in place? Is he going to say, we lost O'Neal Cruz, we lost Connor Griffin, and I know those are tough injuries, but is he going to say, look, we tried everything we could, it just didn't work out, we'll do it again? Or is he going to be proactive? So that's basically the question I'm left asking right now. So thanks for taking my call, Dan.
Yeah, especially if, and just take a look at the standings right now. The Pirates in the regular season standings, as we sit here right now, the regular season standings, are a half game out of last place. The Cincinnati Reds have won 3 straight games. Pirates are tied with St. Louis. But if Cincinnati wins tomorrow, along with St. Louis, and the Pirates lose, the Bucks will have played 117 games and will be in last place at August. Last place. Keith in Bridgeville, you're on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Hey, Dan, thanks for taking my call. So I guess as far, there's too many things to address. I guess to go off of what you just said, especially with what the Red Sox did and what was the team last year? Maybe the Tigers that went on a crazy rampage to make the playoffs. It's really not over until the fat lady sings. But with that being said, it's a little tough with Paul Skeens struggling, obviously, that we are relying on such a young starting rotation. Outside of Jared Jones, obviously being a wounded soldier, whatever you want to say, Ashcraft and Bubba Chandler, it just seems like a lot of pressure, and for certain players that absolutely need to perform well and stand up. I'm looking, and I know you said how much can you really rely and put on Brandon Lau and Brian Reynolds. I think everything needs to be put on Brian Reynolds. Technically, because how long Skeen's going to be here, B-Ray's here for the long term, that is the captain. And you'd be looking at the Penguins or whatever other professional team, Crosby's the captain. You'd be relying on the captain to take over, and Brian Reynolds can't go 0-4. He can't. Obviously there's other problems I would address as far as defense is concerned. They did the right moves tonight, I think, as far as with Triolo and Andy Rodriguez. I mean, moving forward, if you have weaknesses, you have to fill those weaknesses. He addressed the pitching staff with the back end of the rotation, or with the back end of the bullpen. Fantastic. So the other holes would be defense, and somebody or a few people, a couple of the names I named, just need to step up. That's it. Just like in 2013, Russell Martin and Neil Walker stepped up. No one really expected them to do it. And these certain players have already shown the caliber of their talents, Brandon Lau being one of them. He just needs to get back in form, in my opinion. And we can't really point fingers at Esmeralyn Valdez because he is young. That's another young guy. You're just relying way too much on young guys. And, I mean, that's pretty much my 2 cents. That's kind of the only statement I really wanted to put forth.
All right. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate it. Let's go to Chuck in Uniontown. Hi, Chuck.
Good evening, Dan. Thanks. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. It's time to raise the white flag. This year is over. Let's not kid ourselves, because the longer we try to kid ourselves, the more time is going to be wasted. But the rest of this year does not need to be a waste. This is when you start taking inventory of what you have, what is good, what you need. This is the time. And see, the trouble, the wild card here is you don't know whether it's going to be 27 or 28, that you're going to play a game. But take stock of what you have and start repairing what's wrong with your team right now during the off season. You don't wait until spring training to do it. You do it now. And you look at, all kind of contractual situations, whatever, the team control and everything else to see what you have and what you're going to lose. But if you start right now, generally, when the off season, the costs are low, the urgency is lower. as you go through the winter towards spring training, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, the urgency gets higher and the cost gets higher. So there's no need for a full overhaul of this team. But I'll say this, for me it's time for a new regime. 7 years of Sherrington is enough. It's time to bring it to somebody else. Whether that will mean Don Kelly is gone too, I don't know, quite possibly. But it's time to start working right now, and maybe with a new administration. And if you start, once again, we did a lot of positive things this year. First with the offense over the off season, and then with the bullpen at the trade deadline. But start doing things now, and most of all, be honest with yourself. And
Chuck, let me ask you real quick. Let me jump in here. Start doing things now. What are those things?
Start doing things now. Start determining what players are going to be here next year. Who do you have control? Who would you like to have? Who could be expendable? Who isn't doing much for this team? And then as the off season moves in, take a look what you need and what's available. You know where your needs are. You know you need.
Chuck, thank you. Thank you. No, well said. You said 7 years. If he gets to it, completes it, it'll be longer than Littlefield and Bonifay. 412-928-9370. Pirates fall 4-2 to the Milwaukee Brewers. They're 2 games under 500. They're a half game out of last place. They're 4 back in a wild card. Josh in Oil City. Josh?
Hey, Dan, how's it going?
Hello.
I know it's a couple days past, but I still go back to the deadline. Like, Carrington waited around till 3 o'clock and didn't address the offense at all. I love the Weaver move, and we got him next year, which is great. But we needed offense to fill into the starting lineup, and then we needed some bench players too. Like the Phillies and Padres went out and attacked the offense. We should have did that too.
Yeah. I mean, especially right-handed power. I don't know how or why that wasn't attainable. Beats me. I'm at a loss for words. Anything else, Josh?
Problem.
What's that?
Yeah, we could have gave up the prospects the Mariners and Indians did to get them, but we didn't.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. 412-928-9370. Bucks again. 2 under 500 for the first time since March, a half game out of last place, 4 back of a wild card. Do stay with us. We're coming back with more of your phone calls, some more clubhouse reaction after the Bucks lose another on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Sir Grout Pittsburgh specializes in hard surface restoration. Whether it's tile or grout cleaning and sealing or natural stone restoration, Sir Grout will transform and renew floors, kitchens, foyers, mudrooms, bathroom showers, and countertops. They can restore the beauty and luster of natural stone with polishing and preventative stain sealant processes. Sir Grout trained technicians can even change the grout color to update the area's look and style. Call 412-960-6310 now to book your appointment.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins AeroBurst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of AeroBurst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
Citizens is your live entertainment partner in Pittsburgh. Cardholders get access to pre-sale tickets and skip the line entry at 2 of Pittsburgh's hottest venues. Shouldn't you have the debit or credit card that offers exclusive perks? Elevate your concert-going experience at the brand new Citizens Live at the Wiley or the recently renovated Roxy Theater presented by Citizens. Learn more at citizensbanklive.com/Pittsburgh-music. Again, that's citizensbanklive.com/Pittsburgh-music. Member FDIC.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at Amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WEB-NOW-1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. It's the season to break out the clubs. Practice your swing, then look for the 19th hole. Golf season is here, and Going Low is back. Join Chris Muller every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Going Low. Powered by Bowser Chevrolet. Chris will talk national golf news, meet with local golf pros, and visit courses throughout the summer. The Going Low Show is brought to you by True Green, Western Pennsylvania Golf Association, Hickory Heights Golf Club, Avalon Golf and Country Club, The Grand Resort, and Shooters Golf. Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
There's electricity in the crowd, but when you have electrical problems, you need a family-owned business you can trust. Call Pellman Electric. Pellman Electric has been in business for over 25 years, and their qualified electricians can handle any project. Residential or commercial, outlet repairs in your house, to completing a high-rise office building, Pellman Electric will tackle any job. And if the power goes out, Pellman offers generator installation services. Visit them at PellmanElectric.com. You depend on electricity, depend on Pellman.
Now, back to the Og Murphy and Perkowski Reaction Show on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
And a 1-2. Swinging the ball cued into right, base hit. Contreras is in. Yelich streaks around third. Throw will come through, and he's in. It's a 2-run single for Andrew Vaughn. 3-0 Milwaukee in the fourth inning.
Thanks for joining us, Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan, the Og Murphy and Perkowski post-game show. Dan Zhang, really glad to have you. Kyle Harrison, our player of the game, he was electric tonight. He struck out 10 Pirates over 5 shutout. He has struck out 50% of the Pirates that he's faced in 3 career starts. 58 of them he's faced, 29 of them he has punched out. Pellman Electric, cutting-edge electrical contractors covering the tri-state. Yeah, just gave you your easy stat of the night from Easy Home Exteriors. 412-928-9370, the phone number. Greg, Youngstown, go ahead. Buccos fall 4-2.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, I was watching the feed on ESPN, and they made some good points. Milwaukee does not swing at bad pitches. They don't. And if you look at that manager and their team, he runs that team. He really does. He has that look in his face like you're not going to do anything goofy on this team. I'm just getting tired of Cali. I'm tired of Cherington. We have talent on this team. They got to figure out who's going to manage this team. And the guy who manages that team is going to have to really be a leader and run this team, because this team's going nowhere with Cali and Cherington. That's a fact. We said this last year. Weren't we talking about it last year, how Milwaukee runs their team a lot better? And we're doing the same thing again. Once again, I just want a new manager. I want a manager who's a lot tougher than Cali.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it. Jake and Brentwood, you're on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Yeah, that's it for them. Cherington got to go. Kelly got to go. And I'm going to tell you what, the Pirates have a bunch of young pitchers, right? That's pretty much our nucleus that we're going with, right? Is the young pitching, would you agree?
I mean, they're basically 27th the last 2.5 months in starters ERA. So, I mean, say what you want about the arm talent. Say what you want about their baseball savant pages. Say what you want about their spin rate.
This is who they need to contact. Call Detroit. We will take their pitching coach, Chris Fetter. He's 40 years old, and he's gotten, just at the trade deadline, Casey Mize, a sub-3 ERA guy. He had Tariq Skubal. I mean, he's developed those guys. That's the guy that's responsible. Bring him in here. He's a big, tough guy. He'll be a loud voice. That's who I would be calling. You need to start with a good coach, and they don't have it.
Thank you, Jake. Jim in Florida at 412-928-9370. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling to give a little bit of optimism here for the Pirates. If you look at their schedule going forward, I mean, they got a series with Kansas City. They got the Angels.
Did Mets. You say that in advance of the Red Series, and then they dropped 3 or 4?
Yeah, I'm still optimistic. I'm going to point out something that Milwaukee did. Yelich has been getting booed going to the plate. And Pat Murphy went to the fans and said, when he comes to the plate, I need to give him a standing ovation. And they did that tonight. And he got that big base hit. You need to be more optimistic. The fans need to get behind this young team who's gone through a lot. They've had so many injuries, and they're still in it. They still have a chance. And I like to see the Pirates fans just get out there and cheer them on and get them moving in the right direction. That's my opinion on what I'm seeing.
Well, thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. Buccos have not had a winning month since May when they were 16-12. A game under 500 in June, a game under 500 in July, off to a 2-3 start in August, 2 games under 500 for the first time since March. 4 back in the wild card, along with St. Louis, a half game ahead of Cincinnati, basement of the National League Central Division. San Diego, Miami, perhaps St. Louis in front of them tomorrow if they don't take care of business at 2:10 as we look ahead to tomorrow's action, courtesy of Pella Windows and Doors, PellaPittsburgh.com. What do you say? Paul Skeens is 9-10, a sub-500 pitcher. Pirates have lost 15 of his 24 starts this year. For any of it to work, Skeens had to, and it hasn't. He has he's fallen back into just being a guy, right? Maybe the 3rd, 4th best pitcher in this rotation. That is sobering. We'll be on KDKA Radio tomorrow, and we'll have the North Shore Tavern leadoff show for you just after 1 o'clock. Special thanks to Kevin Young for stopping by, and to all who called in, and of course, producer Charlie Borges. Brewers grab Game 3 of this 4-game wraparound series. It's up to Braxton Ashcraft, 11-4 with a .396, as he squares off against former Dodgers and Cardinals right-hander Dustin May, who was just traded over at the deadline. He's 5-7 with a .438 ERA. The Buccos do have some success against May of late, so perhaps that will bode well for tomorrow. We shall see as the Bucks go for a 4-game series split with Milwaukee. But right now, they sit at 57 and 59, 2 games under 500. Thanks for being with us here on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Hey, it's Dan Zangrilli here to deliver a big pitch from Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union. Have you heard about their ultra-competitive first position home equity loan rate of 5.25%? That's right, 5.25%. It's been so popular, they've extended the promotion, leaving plenty of time for you to hit a home run for that big project or